Hallo, hallo, hele morgen.
Britney?
Britney, could you look over here?
In the middle, please, Britney. In the middle. Right.
Over here, please.
Britney, can you hear us? Over here, please. Thank you. Yeah. Britney, please look
Thank
here.
you.
Britney, look here, please.
Britney?
Even die muts weer afdoen. In the middle, please, Britney. Britney. Over here. Over here. Britney, to the left. In the middle, please.
Britney? Over here, please.
Britney, here. Britney. Yes. Britney to the left, please.
Britney, over here, please.
Britney, on the left.
Britney?
Britney on the left.
Could you look over here, please?
Britney.
Over here.
On the,
Britney in the middle, please. Over there. Britney on the left. Thank you. On this.
Just one more. Britney, over here, please. Britney?
Just one more. Okay.
Britney.
10 seconds.
Could you look over here, please?
Just one more. Britney to the left.
5
Thank you.
seconds.
In the middle, please, Britney.
Over here, please. 15 seconds.
Over here.
Everybody up and out.
10 seconds.
Thank you very much. Thank you. To the right.
Need some water or anything?
I'm fine, sweetie. Thank you. Yeah.
Ik heb gezegd, mijn fietsen bij me.
Hi. Thank you.
It's always
Hi.
Don't worry, it doesn't explode.
That's nice to know. Hi. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now we look stupid again.
Huh?
Now we look stupid again.
Why?
She didn't bring you anything.
Oh, it's okay. It's fine. Hi.
Okay, folks, let's begin.
Anyone, or do we need a microphone?
Do you want me to pick? I get to be the little picker? Okay. Okay, hi.
I don't think there's. Yeah. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm from Children's Journal in Holland. This is my youngest colleague, Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
She would like to ask you a question. You want? How is life as a singer when you're a famous singer?
How is life as a singer? You know what? I've been very, very blessed. I have so much fun doing what I do, especially being on the road and touring, because I get to see so many incredible places. This is my first European tour, and I'm just so fortunate that not only do I get to perform and sing and do what I love to do every night, but I get to see some of the most beautiful places. You know, it's really breathtaking. So it's a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun doing what I do. I can't even believe this is a job. So I feel very blessed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ellen from Veronica magazine. The last couple of years she grew up a lot, pretty mature. And how is growing up in the public eye? How hard is it?
Well, I mean, with everything you do, there are definitely drawbacks, and that's probably one of them, growing up in the public eye. it's just, let alone just, growing up in high school and having people talk about you and having those insecurities and really just finding yourself is hard enough, just that. But I mean, growing up in front of the whole world, so many people are going to judge you and have so many things to say about you, and you can't please everybody, not everyone's going to like me, and I understand that, but that was a hard realization for me this year, because I'm such a people pleaser and I'm very sensitive, So my job really, I just want to make people smile, and I just want to have fun, and I can only be me. That's all I can be, and just hopefully people will like me, So, thank you.
Hi, I'm Jan from de Jammerkestrand.
Hi.
You seem to it's a children's youth station. You seem to enjoy making videos quite a lot.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself as an actress, let's say in 5 years from now?
Yeah, that's definitely something I really want to do. I have a lot of scripts right now that I'm looking at. It's just, a matter of finding the right one and a matter of finding the time to do it. And maybe sometime next year. I think I only have 20 dates of touring next year, so I would love to do that, just to experience something different. I've been touring and doing the music industry and singing for so long, just to have a new challenge, to experience something different. I would love that. So.
Hi, my name is Elke for the Music Factory.
Hi.
You're one of the biggest stars of the moment. My congratulations.
Oh, well, thank you.
And but Britney, what's your secret?
My secret? My secret. Really? There is no secret. Seriously, just, there's not something that you try and do. I think when you try to do something, it doesn't really work out. You can only just be yourself. I guess that's my secret,
Britney,
Oh, hi,
this
sorry.
is Christophe from Belgium National Television for a kids program. We just realized that the kids just are crazy about you, just love everything about you. And I just want to think what you think about them being so crazy about you, and what do you think they can expect, because some just want to be like you.
It's very, very flattering, especially when I'm on stage at night, and I see all these people knowing all the words to my songs and screaming my name. It's almost like an humbling experience at the same time. You know what I mean? It's really, really weird, and I can't even go to describe the feeling that I get when I see that. It's surreal, and I feel very blessed and very fortunate that I'm able to experience that, But no, it's very sweet,
What do you say to little kids who would like to have not the same career, but would like to be and to go on the show business? What are your secrets, or what are your what advices could you give?
Really, since I was a little girl, I've always believed in everything that I did, and I always believed in myself, and I owe a lot of that to my parents and what they instilled in me, I mean, I always had confidence and stuff, but I also had people that surrounded me totally believing in me as well, so I just say follow your dreams and go for it, and pray about it, and whatever happens, happens.
Hi, Britney.
Hi.
Jean-Claude, RTL Television. What do you think about all the copies of you all around the world, Jessica Simpson, Mandy Moore, or Ben Perez in Belgium?
Well, I wouldn't really say that they're copies of me. I mean, they have their own individuality, you know what I mean? I think because we're all young, people want to go ahead and jump to conclusions and say that we're all alike, but we all have our own, our differences, you know what I mean? If people would just take the time to look at that. But, no, but it's flattering that you say it like that, so.
Hi, Tanya, who's got 19 Holland.
Hi.
What's the best piece of gossip you've ever heard about your song?
The best piece of gossip?
The best piece and the stupidest.
The best piece is probably me and Prince William. That was the best. I mean, who doesn't want to be a princess? So I was like, yeah, But, yeah, that was probably the best piece of gossip.
Was that totally made up?
Yeah, that was totally made up, yeah. And I've never met him in my life. So, the press, they just like to make up things, so. And the stupidest, there's been a lot of stupid things out there. Probably, I just heard one recently that I spend $15,000 a week on coffee. So I was like, what? There's so many crazy things out there that I fly a jet out, at every, country that I go to come in and serve me my favorite coffee. So that's probably been the stupidest thing lately. most hurtful? Really, when people talk about, they can talk about my hair or my looks or my lips or my boobs or whatever, I don't care. But when they start talking about my performance and start talking about my singing or my ability to do things, that's when it's hurtful, So, probably that.
Britney, what do you do with the clothes after you wear them for a performance? And I think I have about the same size as you.
Oh, really? Well, to be totally honest with you, the things that I like and when I perform, I normally don't wear those clothes out, because I'm performing. It's about being an artist, and it's about playing an act when you're on stage and feeling the song that you're singing. So, when I go on stage tonight, the clothes that you see, I never wear out, ever. I'm always about, wearing jeans and a tank top or, something a little bit more comfy. But you give me your name and your address, and I'll keep you in mind for my clothes with what I'm going to do after this tour, okay? Yeah.
Hello Britney, I'm Hank and this is Stav. We are from Cabinet National Television for Children. He wants to say something to you.
Okay.
You just look great today.
Well, thank you. You're very sweet. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Marijn Hogenman from the Dutch magazine Breakout, and my question is, have you ever been in a situation that you wanted to be anonymous again?
Yes, a lot of times. Actually, yesterday, I just wanted to go out and see the park and walk around, and the press was just everywhere and I couldn't move. But I'm not the type of person to stay cooped up in the hotel all day long. I have to go out and do normal things so I can be sane. So we figured out a way so I could go out and go to the park and stuff. But yeah, like I said, there's drawbacks to everything that you do, and that's one of them, my lack of privacy and being able to go out and do things that I want to do normally,
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Kathleen from National Radio 2. What are you doing 5 minutes before the big concert?
5 minutes before? Right before, I usually listen to high energy music. Right now I'm listening to Michael Jackson, Thriller. I'm listening to that right before I go on stage, just to pump me up, because I have to be really mellow during the day so I can, have enough energy for the show. So right before the show, it's I do a little bit of kickboxing before the show, and then I say a prayer right before I go out on stage with the band and the dancers and everyone, so we can just feel really good about the performance.
Want to see somebody?
Huh?
Do you want to see anybody?
Do I want to see anybody?
Someone? Do you want to see someone 5 minutes before your concert? No one.
No, I really like to be kind of alone, so I can really focus on the show. So.
Do you have any rituals? Do you have every night before you go on stage, put your left shoe on first, or football players have things like that. So.
No, not really. Really, just every night we say a prayer. That's the ritual that we usually do. So.
Yes, Britney, I'm Danny from Southwest Belgium. Do you intend to write your own songs more and more in the future?
Oh, definitely. Actually, I just got a guitar, and I'm having guitar lessons, so it'll help me with my songwriting. Yeah, but actually being on tour right now, being overseas, I have a lot of downtime, which is really, really good, because when I get bored, I'm just all about songwriting, and I, not only just, writing melodies, doing, poetry, at night and stuff. It's fun, I really, it's something I really love doing lately, so.
Hello, I'm Reno from Radio 2. Every week I have a radio show. We play one of your songs. So, but I want to know, what do you like the most when you're at home?
When I'm at home?
Yes.
What do I like the most? Really just the company of my family. It's just something about, actually they were just here 2 days ago. Actually yesterday they left. And it's just something about being surrounded by the people that love you no matter what. You know what I mean? It's just the best feeling in the world. And the food too. The food where I live is amazing. My granny cooks for me, and when I go home, she cooks me peach cobbler and ice cream, and it's great,
And what's your favorite dish?
My favorite dish, probably peach cobbler and ice cream. Or I'm a cereal girl too. I love Cocoa Puffs.
Hello, Britney. I'm Gent from Radio 1 Belgium. How bored are you with the fact that everything you do and say is spread out in the press all over the world? And the fact you can't go out on your own anymore?
Well, really, like I said, I'm not the type of person to stay cooped up in my hotel. I have all kinds of wigs and stuff that I put on and hats, and I go out and I go partying, And, you know, but like right now, of course, you know, I'm in an interview, so whatever I say, people are going to have something to say about. But normally when I'm with the people that I love and my friends and the dancers, it's all about just being normal and chilling and being a teenager and saying,
for you to go out on the
oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm Daphne from the Telegraph in Holland. Can you identify with the character Lucky, since you feel it's maybe sometimes like a bird in a golden cage or something?
To a certain extent. I mean, I'm human just like everybody else, and I have my days where I come in and you just cry for no reason. I guess it's about being a girl or something. You just come in like, oh, I just don't feel good today, you know? But, I mean, I do not cry my eyes out every single night like Lucky. No, I'm nowhere like that at all, you know? So.
Hello, I'm Serge from UB Magazine in Belgium. Zillions of boys in the entire world would like you to be their bride. But my question is, have you or haven't you found the big L already? Because sometimes we hear rumors that you're together with Justin from NSYNC. Sometimes you say that it isn't true, then we see pictures of the two of you together. What is the truth?
Yeah.
Nothing but the truth.
Yes, we are dating. We're dating. And you know what? It's just really cool to have someone that understands what you're going through, because he's in the business as well. And we've known each other since we were very, very young. He's like my best friend, you know. So yeah, we are dating.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Why did you deny it so long?
Huh?
Why did you deny it that long?
Well, it wasn't that I was denying it. It was just that we weren't as close as we are now, you know. And I mean, we weren't really serious at all. So why talk about something that's not necessary to talk about, you know?
Hi, Britney. I'm Kyra from the local newspapers in Holland.
Okay.
I was wondering, you did so many interviews already, with a lot of the same questions probably. Imagine you would have to interview Britney Spears yourself. What would you ask?
What would I ask? That's a very good question. I guess just, you know, what makes, you know, I would find it interesting, just like, you know, what kind of music do you listen to? What makes you happy? What do you, I guess, you know, the same things that you guys ask in general, you know, so.
What makes you happy?
What makes me happy? Just being with my family, you know, bottom line is being with my family and doing fun things like that. Doing normal things.
This is children's news. What was your life like when you were 12 years old?
My life like when I was 12 years old? Who? Let me see. Actually, I was on the Mickey Mouse Club then, and I did the show for 6 months, and then 6 months I would go home and do a normal thing. You know, I'd go to school and stuff. So yeah, it was a really good experience for me, because I think it really prepared me for what I'm doing now. Actually, a lot of the people who came out of the Mickey Mouse Club, they're off doing their own things and doing stuff for themselves now. Like, you know, Carrie Russell, she's in the series Felicity. Justin and JC, they're in NSYNC. Christina Aguilera, she was in the Mickey Mouse Club. You know, so we've all went out and fend for ourselves, and it was a lot of fun. We got to sing, dance, and act, and it was cool.
How does it feel you have so many young fans that are the same age right now?
It's very flattering. It's very sweet. Yeah, it's very nice. Thank you.
Hello, Brittany. Jeroen Wils from VTM in Belgium. What are the highlights of your show tonight?
Highlights of my show. Well, my show is crazy, and there's so after the show every night I'm like, how did I just do that, man? No, there's so many levels to my show. There's like, you know, at the very beginning, it's really, really hard and thrashy and in your face, and there's like a lot of pyro, there's a lot of dancing, a lot of costume changes, and then the levels are really weird. Then it goes to a level of it's in a bedroom scene, and it's very intimate, and just really there with the audience, singing to them. And then again it goes, and then it's really elaborate, and then I go into major costume changes, and I'm flying over the audience. It's crazy. I don't want to give too much away, because then it won't be a surprise, but it's a fun show, and I have fun doing it. So.
Hi, Britney.
Hi.
I'm Jeroen Wils from Radio 3 FM in the Netherlands. I would like to ask you for the song Satisfaction on your new album. You worked with, not with Max Martin as producer, but with Rodney Jerkins.
Yeah.
Does that mean that he will be producing all your songs from now on? And I'd like to know, how did you work together in the studio?
Actually, I saw Rodney at a party, and I went up to him, and I was like, I sang him the melody line of how I wanted Satisfaction to be for the album. He's like, okay, let's try this out. The record label really didn't know about it, so we went to the studio, and we worked really well together. He's a genius. It's really cool just to watch him work. He's so young and so talented, And yeah, it was really, really cool. And I would love to work with him in the future, but I wouldn't say that he's going to produce all of my songs. I like to work with a bunch of different people just to have different aspects, you know, for the album, different moods and different feels.
Why did you choose Satisfaction?
Really, when I was younger, I listened to the song all the time with my girlfriends when we first got our license, and we'd have the top down. We thought we were so cool, and I would just always listen to that song, and I had a really good idea, a vision of how I wanted it to be. And the words lyrically really make sense with how I feel right now, so that's why.
Your career is going very, very fast, but can I ask you if you plan to make a movie sometime?
Yeah, it's just like the guy asked me earlier. In the future, I would love to.
But you have no precise ideas about it?
No, I'm just looking at a bunch of scripts right now, nothing that really catches my eye, but yeah.
Hi, I'm Rika from a Dutch newspaper. Your mom is playing a very important role in your career. What about your dad?
Well, my dad, he definitely plays, you know, a really big role in my career. If anything, when I was younger and I wanted to go off to New York and stuff, my mom, she just wanted for me to stay home and bake me cookies, man. And my dad was always like, Lynn, you know, if she wants to go, if this is what she wants to do, he supported me 100%. You know, he's always been there for me, so I'm very thankful for that.
But isn't it hard to always have your mother around? I mean, you get at a certain age where you kind of want to probably be free a little bit more.
Really, she comes on the road with me like once every 2 or 3 weeks, so I really don't see that much of. Actually, if anything, I've already gone through that stage with my mom right before I left. Everything she said and everything she did, I was like, that's not cool. I think teenagers, we always go through that. And then it was really weird when I left, even though I wasn't with her as much as all, we became closer in a really weird way. I guess she was nothing. She was left with, you know, she had to trust me, you know, and it's brought us really close, you know, a lot closer, so.
Britney, do you, yeah?
So this is the last question, thank you.
Okay. In what way do you control your career?
Huh?
In what way do you control your career?
Do I want to control my career?
Yeah.
I don't want to. I do control my career. You know, this is happening to me, so you have to control everything that happens around you. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that I can do. Like for this Christmas, there's so many specials and there's so many things, but you know, it's up to me to do it, and I'm always the first person to say yes or no. You know, so.
What do you think is the best thing you've done with your fame?
The best thing I've done with my fame? Really the best thing, probably just my intentions are good, I know that, and I just want to make people smile, and I think that's the best thing I've done.
What about Camp Britney? What's that?
Camp Britney, it's a charity for young kids. They go to this camp for like 2 or 3 months, and we go there. Actually, I went to the camp at the very end, and it was really, really cool because there was like 300 kids, and they had been there for like 2 months, and they had this whole show planned out for me, and it was really cool because all their parents came, and they felt so good about themselves. You know, they were out there and they were acting and dancing. They had little skits that each of the choreographers and the acting coaches, they would teach them throughout the whole week. And they just felt so good about them. And for me, being able to give that gift to them was like really, it was amazing because when I was younger, you know, I was really fortunate that my parents were there for me and being able to support me financially, bringing me to the best acting coaches and singing coaches. And I know there's a lot of kids out there that don't have that. You know, that they want to go there, they have all this creative energy that they don't know what to do with. So that's basically what the camp is about.
Okay, thank you very much. We're going to have to go.
Huh. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you guys. I hope y'all enjoy the show. And thank you for my gift.